Hello, this is Steven of Brittany&Steve Play. We are back with our next installment of Victoria 2, playing as Iceland. So, let's get started. Alright. It's been a little bit since we played, so let's get caught up and see what's going on. Oh, Hades gone bankrupt. And the Ionian Islands have gone bankrupt. But we don't have anything to go to war to get our money back, so... Hey, Sarah, Sarah. See how this war is going. France at war with England, Spain, and the Ottoman Empire. And Spain and England are at war with Russia and France. Let's see. Demonstration turned sour. We will not recommend our city to form protection rackets. Anything to stave off the Red Hydra. I'm not worried about the Red Hydra. Let's see how England is making out well, but it looks like Spain is just gone. With Russia controlling a small bit and France controlling the rest. I wonder how it'll get split up. Oh! The Ottoman Empire is just crushed by Russia. That's painful to watch. But that's no problem of ours. They can have their little fun. We're just going to sit up here in this little corner and not do anything to anyone. Some interesting things going on over there. Let's see, I think we're going to loot. Do we have any militancy at all? We have some. Let's reduce the militancy. Oh, fantastic, end of the year. And a little bit of tech. So let's find a new bit of tech to research, shall we? Nothing for Army, nothing for Navy. We're not going to really need it, though we should get something eventually. Let's get a railroad. We don't really need much rails, but it never hurts to have it. And research this quickly. So let's see. Most of our people are farmers, well, fishermen, and then we have some artisans producing liquor. Okay, that seems about right. Now, we do produce fish. That's what we produce here. Fish. So let's see if there's anything we can do to help. Because we can see certain things do, like, that's all mining output. I don't think we have anything specifically for outputting fish. Okay, culture, now what about commerce? Let's try to get everything on the 4th level there. And that should be our goal for right now. Sort of worries me that I'm secondary power. But I'll see. Cut France on the size. Albania recapture cores. UK has cut down the size. And they acquire cars. Let's find where cars is so we can show everyone, shall we? Ah, there, we just ran over it. Let's see. Cars. That is cars. Not a big thing, but as you can see here, it is along the Georgian-Russian border, or the Russian-Georgia border with the Ottoman Empire. Now we have something here. We have some reforms that we can put through because we have enough socialists in power, I think. So let's see. Now we can do a political reform. Secret ballots is something we wanted to do, but we can do something over here in our social reforms. What do we want to do? I always think that a basic school system is good. I mean, we don't really need to worry about literacy because we're teaching them anyway, but think it's a good option. You have rebel factions organizing in our country. Oh, voters' rights. Oh, okay. They can have their things. They'll get it when they get it. Nope, now they're gone. It's only, like... So it just seems like people are pushing for social reformation. And a little bit of political reformation. But we can give that to them. See how the rest of the world is doing. Looks like Portugal took a hunk out of Egypt. Okay, new technology. We want to get everything to where we could upgrade the 4th level. So that's a lot over here. So let's go with the steam engine. Okay, we have an election going on. Voting in new citizens. Immigration is a major issue in the Iceland and Greenland elections, as liberals argue the need to extend voting franchise to all members, including immigrants. Now, who wants residency? No one. So let's push for full citizenship. It will not make anyone upset. Now, as you can see, it's calling it Iceland and Greenland. That's because it considers Iceland and Greenland to be the same state, as it were. Okay. We want free trade, we do not want protectionism. As you can see with the states, the U.S., it's clearly light out for any of our U.S. watchers. Canada has its territories. Full citizenship again. Ooh. Alright. As you can see, the rest of Europe has their states too. Let's see, Ireland has Leinster, Connacht, Munster, and Ulster. You have England has Southwest, has Wales, Southeast, Eastern counties, the Midlands, Northeast, Northwest, and you have the Lowlands and the Highlands in Scotland. But it considers Iceland and Greenland to be the same. So right now, I could ultimately take that if I wanted to. But I really don't, because that would mean going to war with Denmark, who was in the sphere and allied with the Germans, who were allied with Baden, which is not an issue. I would have to beat them. I'd have to beat Germany, basically, in order to get that. And I don't want to beat Germany. But let's see, what do people want the most here? 10% of the population wants a minimum wage. 2% wants safety. No one wants unemployment. 2% want pensions. 1 and so let's see, secret ballots 13, minimum wage 10. So secret ballots. Now people can vote without worry for what people or what anyone's going to do to them for how they vote. Now, we have a ways we can go. Laissez-faire is the one that'll get hurt, so actually, I personally like state capitalism, but let's push for a planned economy. That way we can actually do what we need to do. It'll allow us to build factories on our own, invest into them. And look at that. The Communist Party's in power. Protectionism, planned economy. See, we won't go with the protectionism. But planned economy, atheism, full citizenship, and anti-military. Seems to be generally where we're pushing for. John Maiden. Okay. As you can see, they have installed railways in their country. Railways go between factories. As you can see, that's actually the factories in each of the provinces. It also helps your troops move faster, but it's not like civilization where that's the primary purpose of it. Plow, mechanical precision. So let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Japan has passed Bavaria and Spain in a great power in the world. That's something right there. Let's see. Korea is still uncivilized. China is still uncivilized. Siam, India, they're uncivilized. There's a civilized. They're all considered civilized, well, for the most part. Oh, what? Oh, England has control of Alaska. That's fun. Okay. Keep going. New tech. Interchangeable parts. Generally, you're going to want to upgrade everything. But since we're not doing anything with our military, we just want to sort of keep that on the bottom end for now. Portugal is taking more of Egypt. So what's happening? Oh, here we go. Social justice, determinism, and pit threshing machines. So what's happening? So let me explain this. You have a war goal. So you can see right here, the French War of Albanian Liberation. You have the goals on the French and Russian side, which is, I can show you. Albania gets all her cores. Cut the United Kingdom down the sides, and then France wants Tripoli, and Russia wants Kars. That requires a certain level of war goal in order to get it. And we can't see that, but when they go to a peace menu, they'll see that. All the UK, Ottoman Empire, and Spain wants is, at this point, the UK to be cut down to size. Or UK to cut France down to size. Other than that, they just want to wait peace. Now, that's the military strength and the military strength. And you can see the combine when you highlight it. And then you have where the war is actually progressing. You have these little two arrows here. A green is the right side, and the brown is the left. So, there's 64% of their goal. You can see that they need to have 100% in order to get these 4 war goals. England only has to get about here in order to get their war goals. So that's what they are waiting for. And in order to get that, they will most likely, they'll most likely have to land in England. They probably won't get everything they want, but they'll get a large amount of it. Because I can't see either side giving way on their home provinces. Alright, anarcho-liberals. Turn with the lack of economic freedom and the pace of public information have formed a new political faction in Baden. The anarcho-liberal. Should be interesting. And now that should be opening up that as a political party in my country soon. Let's take a look at what we have going on here. Completely Icelandic. Socialist. No, not many reactionary. Mostly conservative and mostly liberal and socialist. And mostly farmers. Though we are trying to push for that. By encouraging artisans. Food packing and clean coal. Let's get some cheap iron. 16 born. We have no migration because we only have 1 province. Bad thing is we apparently have an Icelandic mafia. Some political prestige. I'm apparently a socialist. Does not hurt. So what we have here, while we wait, I can explain this to you. This is the type of land we have. You can see right here. It's the terrain. Well, let's start from the top. Once we... It's quiet, but it's never overly quiet. Let's get some better rails. Okay, this is the name of the province. Icelandic, Iceland, and Greenland. So that's the Iceland, that's the Greenland part. As you can see, it's Danish, Iceland, and Greenland. Because Iceland owns that part, Denmark owns that part. Huh! Papal States. Denmark is at war with the Papal States. That's odd. Oh, that's a war. That is a war. What happened here? So first let's take a look to see if they actually got their war goals. They did not get Kars. French got Tunisia. Or they didn't want Tunisia, they wanted Tripoli. Which they did not get. But they did get Albania. And did they get the UK cut down to size? No, not that I can see. But Albania got liberated, which is an important thing. So, we now have a war. Let's see what this war is. Well, that's Portugal in the desert. Then we have the Austrian liberation of Bohemia. There's Austria and Sweden against Germany, England, and Baden. Huh. Austria and Sweden against Germany and then Baden? Oh! That's interesting. Keep saying Baden. Let's find Baden so I can show you. There we go. That's Baden. See that little green line there? Baden. Bavaria's lucky to stay out of this. So we have Austria in the bottom and Germany in the north, with France to the west and Russia to the east. This is a clusterfuck of some massive proportions. Oh, and Sweden and Russia. Let's see. We're with... They're not. See, the reason it's a little bit of a clusterfuck is we also have the Franco-Prussian War, which is a real war that went on. Always is with Germany and France over Alsace-Lorraine, normally. Let's see. Yep, Alsace-Lorraine. As always, it's, if you don't know Alsace-Lorraine, two names because both claim it's their territory, so there's a German name for it and a French name. So we have on one side Denmark and the North German Federation, on the other side Albania, Switzerland. Switzerland, really? Okay. Tuscany, Sardinia, Piedmont, Papal States, Belgium, Russia, and France. Germany's not going to win this. Austria themselves are too hard for them to deal with. Oh, that's a situation right there. So that's what that's going on about. I'd like to see the Papal States do that, because I could build up an army and take that from the Papal States. Oh. Which one just ended? The Franco-Prussian War just ended. And let's see. Ah. French, Alsace-Lorraine. Right there. Well, France just got a little bigger. Wonder if they can hold it. Now let's watch a little war of hegemony. We don't have any troops nearby, so we can't actually look in and see the troop movements. But we can watch and see the territory, because it's clear that Austria is taking the upper hand here. Now, if I wanted to... Well, I don't have a military right now. If I wanted to, this would be the time that you hit Denmark. Let's see. Cover an entire city block. Me and the girl split up, met at the corner of Main Street and 3rd, and went off to try to cover a block or two. It's hard work, but I remember it as a happy time. Ah, Icelandic suffragettes. I've undertaken a lethal campaign in one of our states. In order to gain traction for their cause, all around the city, women get seen wearing placards, handing out leaflets asking support for a host of suffragette causes, from property to marriage to domestic laws to vote and beyond. Let's see. Now we can get liberal in the upper house. Or we can reduce that and get them to be a little more reactionary. See, I never liked that. Isn't there at least one MP living thereabouts? It sounds like we're trying to stop them, but he gets more liberal in the upper house, which is what we really want to push this through. So that's what I'm going to get, because who doesn't like suffrage? But as I was saying, we could probably take Denmark out at this point if we wanted to pump some money into the military that we don't really have the money to spend. Let's see. We can either make the socialists mad and have them lose conscience, or we can have the rich get mad. Now, we could keep this as it is and just keep pushing for just to keep a general consensus to the rich mad. Though if I keep pushing for this, I might be able to push a socialist revolution. I'm actually going to push for that. Expressionism. Because then, we might get a flag change. Let's take a look at a newspaper we haven't seen in a while. Full citizenship. A blacksmith was kicked to death by a horse he was attempting to shoe in Iceland yesterday. That's fucking wonderful. We want planned economy. Man, 100% literacy. That's a thing. Oh, someone beat us to it. Let's see. No moralism. No, we want secularized. Let's see. Communist agenda. We want no need of free society. Oh, come on. Whoop. Function's finished. We want no need of free society where no one is considered to be superior, no one left behind, and where mankind is free from oppression and scarcity. We need a society without government, without class division, and where the workers control the means of production. Alright. So, in that vein, let's do some good here. 3% wants school, no one wants health, 1 wants pension, employment, no one really wants safety, 8% want better minimum wage. Let's give them a better minimum wage. Ooh, rebel factions. Who? Icelandic communists. Okay, so what'll happen there is you can see Icelandic rebels. The number of rebels, how many divisions they have, and what their strength is, and what the revolt risk is. Once they get higher, they'll get more. Seems like they're just hovering around 850. Once this is done, I'll go and try to get more admin and more tax efficiency. Maybe get a little money coming in, more than the little half a pound we're getting a day. So, it does seem that the wars are over. France is in top over the UK, over Germany and the US. Then we have Russia, Bavaria, Japan, and 2 Sicilies. Oh, look at them. Shoving the weight around. A little funny. They're bigger than the whole sick man of York. Sometimes, look at that. Look at all the socialists. So we can just push this through. Acceptable minimum wage. One more rebels. Now they just need 1 division and they could take us. Batam Botanical Expedition. Rumors abound, and botanical circles in France has launched a botanical expedition to Batam. According to rumors, the flora of Batam is a veritable cornucopia of beauty and biological diversity. While Batam is a French colony, we could attempt to send an expedition of our own. It might be frowned upon, but the discoveries we could make do have a strange allure of their own. Will France lose prestige or send an Icelandic expedition? Gain prestige. Huh. I want prestige. Fuck France. I need to get some industry in here. Oh! International crisis. We looked at a crisis before. This crisis is a fold. Crisis over the liberation of Romania. You have Germany on one side and Bavaria on the other. That's one side of Bavaria. Bavaria wants to do anything. They gotta hope that they will bring in Russia. Or France, really. If Germany gets either Russia or France, then it's done. They're supporting Austria. They are supporting Romania. This should be an interesting one. Oh. And let's give them a good minimum wage. Yeah, that's how we do it. As you know, Romania should be just about here. Am I right? Yeah, there we go, Romania. So let's take a look at the states. right there. That's the Romania. They accepted a white peace. Oh, no Romania. That's sad for us. Let's see. The botanical expedition is stranded. Should we send them money? We lose prestige or we lose $100? Let's lose $100. What'll happen is it'll keep trying and trying. If it succeeds, we'll get some bonuses. If not, we'll just have lost everything we put into it. So, safety, unemployment subsidies, pensions, health care, and a school system. They want a school system most. Well, let's give them better schools. Oh, no more rebels. It's a bit of a shame, actually. I always like seeing a flag change. It's always weird when the US and Mexico are at peace and allied. Because that's a weird looking map right there.